Well, sometimes you you talk to somebody privately and you see it's not happening. It's not changing. You just keep quiet, and it reaches a point where you feel you must express that publicly.
Kenya's opposition may not even have a coalition yet, but one political battle is already dominating headlines. It is not between President William Ruto and the opposition. It is a battle over who speaks for Mount Kenya. After his fallout with President William Ruto and his removal from the deputy presidency, Rigathi Gachagua has been on an aggressive campaign across the country, especially in the Mount Kenya region. His message has been consistent. The region must remain united and negotiate from a position of strength before making any political commitments.
So how do we talk with the people who have not consolidated anything?
But that message has not gone unchallenged. In recent weeks, leaders from within and around the opposition have questioned Gachagua's approach. Some have accused him of treating Mount Kenya as though it belongs to him politically, arguing that no single leader can claim ownership of an entire region. Peter Munya is among those who have publicly urged Gachagua to tone down his attacks on fellow opposition leaders and embrace broader unity.
So kwa kifupi tunasema tuheshimiane, na heshima si utumwa. Si ndio? Heshima is a two-way traffic. Kwa hivyo madharau vya hivi vidogo, sijui nani mdogo, sijui nani, creating narratives that are intended to serve your own personal interests. To Mheshimiwa Gachagua, we are telling him to handle people with respect, restraint. Let him discipline his tongue. Let him put some discipline on his tongue when he's speaking about other people, about organizations, about other parties. It is good for him. It may help him ascend to wherever you want to ascend, because you ascend by riding on the shoulders of other people.
The criticism has sparked another debate. Are these leaders genuinely concerned about unity, or is there a bigger political game unfolding? Supporters of Gachagua have raised a different question altogether. They believe the sudden wave of criticism is not a coincidence. On social media and in political circles, some have suggested that leaders attacking Gachagua or indirectly helping President William Ruto weaken one of his strongest former allies. However, there is no public evidence that President Ruto directed or coordinated these criticisms. Gachagua has not softened his position. Instead, he has insisted that this is not the time to rush into coalition agreements. According to him, political parties should first strengthen themselves, listen to their supporters, and negotiate from a position of strength rather than desperation.
Nimeona juzi my brothers pale, Justin Muturi, Peter Munya na huyu Lene Kivuti wanalia. Ati DCP imekuwa too strong, Rigiji hataki chama zingine. No. I think they are misguided. Mimi nataka vyama nyingi. So we want political parties mingi. Kila mtu ajaribu. Na mimi sijasema mtu avuje chama yake. No, mimi nasema kila mtu aingie DCP. Si ndio mimi nasema? And I'm doing it daily. Mpaka leo si niko na nyinyi. Niko na watu wengine. Saturday nilifanya mkutano 3 Nyanyuki, Chaka na Rumoro. Sunday nilifanya mkutano 7 Nyandarua. Kesho niko na watu hapa na wengine. Friday niko Kiambu town. Saturday niko Kajiado. Sunday niko Kiambaa. Monday niko Narok. Si mimi natia bidii.
That position creates another challenge for opposition leaders, such as Kalonzo Musyoka, Fred Matiang'i, and others who are expected to work together if they hope to mount a strong challenge in the next election. If everyone waits to negotiate later, who will bring the opposition together? And if negotiations begin too early, who will be expected to make sacrifices? These are the questions now hanging over the opposition. At the same time, President William Ruto and Deputy President Kithure Kindiki continue working to consolidate support within Mount Kenya. Every public visit, development project, and political meeting is being watched closely. as both sides understand that the region remains one of Kenya's most influential voting blocs. The debate is therefore becoming much bigger than Rigathi Gachagua himself. It is about leadership. It is about trust. It is about who has the mandate to negotiate on behalf of millions of voters. And perhaps most importantly, it is about whether the opposition can remain united while its leading figures compete for influence. As 2027 draws closer, the questions continue to grow. Can Rigathi Gachagua maintain his influence in Mount Kenya while working with other opposition leaders? Will Kalonzo Musyoka, Fred Matiang'i, and other principals agree on a common strategy despite differing political interests? Will President Ruto succeed in rebuilding support in a region that was once central to his victory? Or are Kenyans witnessing the early stages of another political realignment that will reshape the country's next election? One thing is becoming increasingly clear. The battle for Mount Kenya is no longer just about one region. It may determine the shape of Kenya's next political coalition and possibly the outcome of the next presidential race.